Welcome back to the Land of Work and Joy podcast. I'm your host, Mr. K, with my co-host Blessed and Saint J.
Yeah.
Achana.
Easy.
Epota tunaambe show.
Natuamba kare.
Ninkwatako ubwafya bumo.
Mkoizona nandeni.
Kai mwaba artist mwako ni mwebo.
Yeah.
What month are we in?
November.
There were two guys who were on this show I think a few months back or a few weeks back.
Oh yeah.
But they promised that no drop a manimbo munankani.
Oh, yeah.
So two guys came on this podcast. They look like you two.
Oh yeah.
They were talking about releasing some new songs and stuff like that, but we never got the songs. The other one went missing for a bit. The other one came back through again. He said, no, let's make it next month. Drop something. But
speak direct, sir.
This is November. You guys promised us some music. We still ain't got it, man. This is November.
Yeah, but music is still coming.
Guys, okay, I think this is where now it becomes even more appropriate for me to say, you don't forget what in the beans. One is taking too long. Now it's becoming, it doesn't seem true, man. What's happening?
No, everything is in control.
Mr. Blessed, you're too quiet, sir. Rubbing your mouth. You can't escape this one. Tell us.
I'm not escaping or doing anything.
Where's
so
music?
with me, here's the problem. I think maybe this is a proper channel of communication I'm going to use. If you can imagine, I've been chasing for my song like for a month now.
What do you mean when you say chasing?
The guy, like I finished paying for the recording session. Like I don't owe this guy money. Like for the full song, like a mastered song. Like,
okay,
bro, when are you sending me the song? This dude is not answering my phone because I saw me. I'm like, okay, well and good. Like, what's the problem, bro?
I don't know
if I have beef with this guy. I don't
or maybe unafuna kagero kenzo phone.
I don't know.
Maybe, bro. Maybe.
Producer diaries. This goes
1 month. 1 month.
Producer
1
diaries.
month. I'm chasing for this. My own song.
Paid for.
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
So what if number data ngayalo number pakashtashan number?
Producer imbama na futi.
Wafia.
1 month. The whole of October I've been like up and down. Like, bro, no, tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Why don't you just have you been to see him physically?
So I'm planning to do that now, like so that. Okay, bro,
I think maybe at this point in time you just have to.
Do
go
we
there
have
physically.
Issues or whatever it is?
So man, like from man to man.
Sometimes
I don't know.
Then unafuna kagero kake or maybe you wanted a chick who you also went for.
No.
Those type of things. What's up with your situation, man?
Yeah. No, like now abanye muna atikwata. Abanye muna atikwata.
Imeta mkwete obwafya na ba produce.
Apashikwete but if barera ndapo if blessed fish
Okay, but imo bwafya nshimkwete.
Ine bwafya fya
urwimbo rwifuma pari no nshita.
Turefati kali nyimbo tufinye fe nyimbo na ona atikwata. Tufinye fe nyimbo without marketing marketing.
Okay.
So turefati tubika ko marketing in place.
Okay, so I'm curious now. Like when you say marketing, you guys like for music, you guys who release songs. Like how much do you spend like for the marketing?
Oh yeah, marketing.
Like what's an estimate? Like if I wanted to release a song today, like how much should I prepare for marketing?
Okay, there should be like it depends with Chira artist.
Okay.
Like I don't think there's
one size fits all.
It's just one fixed figure at 5 pin, 6 pin.
Yeah.
Just according to how far you want your song to go. Yeah. So I think for marketing, it's all about when you release the song, I'm a distributors about papa I start releasing nyimbo ya fuma.
Okay.
How are you pushing the song? Which radio are you doing a radio tour or are you just like pushing the songs onto bloggers and then they just like share influencers who's going to share for you, who's going to do a small campaign for you?
Okay.
That's the type of marketing I'm talking about.
I see.
Or even video shoot. A video what I told with power or anything else like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we hope to get that music soon.
Yes.
Hopefully, please.
Hey.
Anyway, let's just get into it, man. You know, back to the media business.
Yeah,
Your boy,
all the time.
DK,
Man.
David Kazadi, back in the media.
Oh, Mr. David, yeah.
Straight from the flicks, tying up them girls, making them videos, doing his thing.
Yeah.
He's back in the media. He was on Kennedy's podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, they had quite a good chat, an interesting chat. You know, they pretty much talked about his background up to kind of like where he is now, the whole incident that happened with the leaked videos and him getting arrested and that type of thing, plus a few other interesting things.
Yes.
But what do you think about him coming back into the media so quickly? Like, do you think maybe he should have taken a bit more time, or it's all right for him to actually be out there looking that his case wasn't too far off from now, you know? Yeah. When you look at other people who've been in similar situations, like they kind of go off for a bit,
Yeah.
probably a year plus, and then when they come back, at least that heat is kind of off of you. It never really leaves, but at least the intensity reduces.
Yeah. But you also have to think of it like this. I think he's the kind of guy that thinks that out of sight, out of mind. Because if you take some, like, these days, this industry is saturated, like, it's the same David Kazadi, because he's got some TV shows, he's running certain things. He was a CEO, I guess.
Yes.
Until they... So I'm thinking he's got so many things to learn. So when he stays back from that light again for a long time, that would be a very bad thing for his image and for him to start off again. So I think it's just okay that he gets back to it. But how he narrates how things went by is the real thing there.
Okay.
Your composure and how the body language, how you're sending it to the people. Like, hey, are you remorseful about that? Or it's about what, bro?
Again, that's the way it is. I think maybe to some other people it might come off like he's not so remorseful.
So it might, you know, so things like
Blessed,
that.
what you think about that,
So
man?
me, what I think he should have stayed back at least for a long time. Trying to heal people. I guess maybe we heal in different ways.
Yes.
But in Ganinebo, who did such kind of thing, I'd best can go to the village.
Why would you go to the village?
I think that at such a time, I don't think the seat would be
appropriate.
Yeah,
I
would go at the
for your
village.
healing.
Yeah,
Okay.
Go in the mountains, bro. Yeah, speak to some elders at the village. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
but
go
I
to the
don't,
mountains. No, but say, you're laughing at going to the village.
Yeah.
No, let me tell you something.
All right. Yeah.
But no, go to the village. Talk with people. It's true. That stuff works.
Yeah.
When like, in there, I remember there was a point where like, like that time, because I was heavy in the video shooting and editing. My computers got messed up. Like a business kind of slowed down and everything. I said,
Okay.
So one of my cousins who's in the village, he had just moved to the village, and I think he was starting some farming and a bit of business there.
Okay.
He was like, "Yo, I'll be getting married. So can you come through and do like a bit of video and photos and stuff?"
Oh, okay.
So I think anyway, that would be a good idea for me to travel out the city, leave Lusaka for a bit,
Yeah.
and just go to the Ville, man. Get some fresh air. They say,
see.
"Pitu wako mpepo." So I went there, shot the wedding and everything. I even made an effort. I went to see my grandma, but because my grandma was ill at the time, and where she stays, because there's in Serenge, so there's Serenge Boma. Then where the lake is, number fear opposite.
Okay.
Per chance.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I eventually went there, with the same cousin of mine who was getting married. And my grandma was like, she was ill at that time, like seriously ill. Like half her body was paralyzed.
Hey.
So when I got there, it's like there was no one really there. There was just like a small kid. I don't know whose child that is. Probably one of my cousins or relatives' kids. Like, and like he equally like he didn't understand. Like you could tell he was a baby. He's like a toddler. He really doesn't know anything
About this.
So checking around. So eventually this lady comes out, despite her being paralyzed on the other side. So when she saw that it was me, she was really like, "What?" Like, dude, you came to see me, nigga. Like, so she was so happy. She went like with one leg she was hopping on, but I said, "No, tomorrow," and all those things.
Wow.
Packed some stuff for me. She's like, no, like you, like, because she couldn't speak as well. She was just but you could see how happy she was. Like, like you came, bro. Like I was like, yeah,
finally,
come on, man.
Finally,
man. So eventually, and I left. But when I came back, like came back to work, I'm like, okay, man, I'm sitting on my computer. Kasha ka computer fukambe no kubomba. Chengape. Not nama problem
so you're saying you visit.
Kaja kampepo kana sevenza kaja.
I can't agree with you, Mr. K, because sometimes let's say you are going in a difficult period.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, what you need to do is go to the village, go to your roots, bro. Go where you come from. Yeah, so I bet even him, Mr. Kazadi, needed to do that.
So what you're saying is that ngabalandati kapitoko notiri akutati kabieni mukasambisha so nishawama people have to get the clear picture.
That's why people end up dying. You end up doing wrong things. No, just simply go back, connect with your people. Get some time off away from the city. Get your mind off of all those things that are a bit stressful about the city.
I guess everybody needs that.
We all do need that, like a career boot of some sort. A few days, a week,
makes sense.
You come back, you'll be a bit more recalibrated, and you can now approach things from a fresh perspective. Yeah. So speaking about the village, I watched the same podcast with Kenny T. So this man David was saying that he actually grew up in Zambia.
Okay.
So he says he was a village boy. He was born and grew up in Zambia. He lived there till he was about 7 or 10.
7 is just a young age, bro.
Then he eventually
moved to
the
how
UK.
old is that guy?
I have no idea.
He should be in his 20s.
30s, maybe.
Maybe 30s, early 30s, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
you leave the Ville at 7 years. Yes. You're still a young boy. Yeah.
But it's 7 to 10.
Yeah. So he apparently went to the UK at that time, but I just found it a bit interesting. Like, he actually lived in Zambia. Wow. I actually thought he was born in the UK, or maybe at least he was born in Lusaka or the Copper Belt. Then went there a bit early.
Because his accent is so strong. Like, so you think like this nigga was born there,
but he should have gone there when he was young.
No, okay.
Yeah, because accents, even though Zambians are quite accents when they travel to places for 3 months, 2 months.
But you know what about that? But you know one thing about those accents, but it's just a normal thing that you can pretend. But then if you're here for a long time, we'll finally get
you get to your normal.
Like, look, if you come back, you've been there for 3 months, bro. What accent are you talking about?
3 months now.
It's different if you've lived there for a year at least, even, even 6 months, because certain places like, let's say, so if you don't take on that accent, it's a bit difficult for people to understand you.
Yeah.
So you have to adjust for but if you're just there for 2-3 months, you're not there long enough to feel like you need to change your accent for what?
Yeah.
You have somebody go for 1 month and come back talking like, so that type of
so like,
like
what you've just said, right? So like when you go there, you literally like have to adjust yourself to that accent that side, right?
Yeah, because communication becomes difficult.
Do you think they do that when they come here?
When they come here?
Yeah, like whoever, like is it a tourist or whoever comes here?
It's different again. If it's a foreigner coming here, if they're going to live here long enough, then they'll probably find the necessity to do that. Okay? You might not go fully deep into the whole Zambian thing, but your accent will be affected and it will change. Because you have to, maybe you might have to reduce the speed you talk at, like for Americans, because they typically talk a bit faster than everybody else. So not necessarily heavy, what's this? Maybe if you live here for 5-10 years, your accent will change.
But you've never seen someone like that in it's the same. Like
there are people like that.
But when they start speaking English, the accent comes on.
But now put in my special case, like there's a man I saw like on a bus, like he was answering the phone and he's like, no, yes, he had the whole British accent. Yes, actually, shan 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 shan, and Babasapo, and he was wearing a suit. Yeah, so actually, yeah, no, splendid, shan shan. Then the moment he finished, he cut that call. Then now somebody else called him. Then he went into some deep bemba na foot.
Hey.
Cannabis, like two polar opposites,
Yeah.
But there are people like that who are like, they really, when whatever it is they're speaking, they try to go to
that extent.
to the extent of it. But those are the exception. They aren't many. But typically, people go to a place for a few months and try to change up.
Yeah, that kind of
But
thing.
if you're fan of your, but let's not drift too far away, man. We have a limited amount of time, because now power is going quite often. So it's for 3 hours on. Yeah, if you are living in some residential areas, unless you are living in
It's only coming for 3 hours where I'm coming from.
Yeah, bro. So even here we have to record
What can
fast
you do in
punch.
3?
You can charge your phone.
Hey.
Fast charging, man.
My
You gotta
phone
get a
these days,
fast.
like, I'm at 4 hours charge na phone.
Nah, bro. You need to get those fast charging phones. Don't just be out here knowledge to iPhone.
I don't know.
Grab my phone. Now my Chinese phone, you go 1 hour charging fast.
Hey.
I was going to say the brand, but I can't. Tabara to the PDF if you want. Yeah. So back to David, man. Like him getting back on the scene. He also mentioned something quite interesting and a bit controversial as well. He kind of said something to the effect of, when the whole issue of videos was going on, and they came out when he was called to the police, he surrendered his phones to the police. Okay? Then he says his phones were in police custody.
Yeah.
Then whilst his phones were in police custody, somehow those videos manja mangana mataya ndiye pe anachoka. Okay. It was like, so I don't know, you tell me, like, if I give you my phone, it's in your custody. Those things were on my phone. They were nowhere else. They were in that particular phone. And when they're in your custody, then those videos come out. So who's doing criminal stuff here, kind of alluding to saying that, the police leaked those videos.
My question is, the phone didn't have the password?
No, because he had to surrender them for the investigation.
So, yeah.
So if it had passwords, I'm guessing he had to submit those to, remove them so that he can be investigated. My phone, my communication, and all those things.
That's a crucial one, because first of all, you're in a land where, first of all, you're prohibited from actually performing even if you're feeling.
Yes.
So that's the first thing for. So the debate here, that's very critical. The first thing.
Yeah.
I think his the way he was saying is like, look, I grew up in the West.
Yeah.
So when you do certain things, like, if they're on your phone, it's your private thing.
Like, it's okay.
I wasn't distributing anything. If anyone was distributing, like, I mean, who released the stuff when my phone was?
It wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't me. So who's actually committing the crime? So to him, he was kind of like, it's private stuff. Like, I wasn't, it's something that was done like 5 years ago and whatnot. But like you said, the laws here are different.
Yeah, because now
I'm not sure what the specific law says about here. Like, so even just producing, also, state distributing land.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Because the first thing, but yeah. Okay. So that she doesn't like investigate how they went out, but I don't know how that can go. Yeah, but then I don't
so
think...
the first video, he admitted that it wasn't the...
No, from the podcast, he didn't say anything to say that was him. When Kennedy asked him, he says, I guess we'll never know.
Yeah.
You just have to keep guessing.
And then again, he's the only one that had the same video chop of it.
Well, that particular one, 50 Shades. According to him, he was the only one who that stuff was only on his phone.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, Fish and I made a 50 Shades.
Yeah.
That's the one he claims that's what went out. Because the Mwaka one where she's in her act was already kind of out.
Out already.
Manje yaja na boya konka hapo yaja. Yeah. But you know what I think, like, it's a bit tricky. Like, another question maybe I would ask, like, okay, in such a situation, do you think it's possible for somebody to get justice in a country like Zambia?
No.
Do you think our legal system is fair enough to give him a fair chance to get his case heard, to say that, okay, you know, based off of the statement said, oh, if you feel fair for me when my phone was in their custody, do you think he would get a fair chance at that?
I bet the question would be like, okay, we're an idea tinimandani. So ndani wa nani padi aba.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one way to look at it.
Because who are you going to point at? Like, he's the one that made the
Because
video?
I'm thinking, like, if that's the case, probably what they can do is, look, if I have a phone and there's sensitive information on that phone, let's move away from the whole the whole 6 videos.
Yeah.
Let's take, for instance, it's a government official. Let's say maybe you are the Minister of Foreign Affairs. There's sensitive information on your phone.
Yeah.
Now, you go maybe to a certain meeting, or you go to a certain government building or something. Yeah. Then you forget your phone in a particular place. Now, when you leave your phone in that particular place and somehow information that was on your phone, which was only with you, leaks, right? How then is that case going to be handled? Because now I'm guessing now to be like, oh, leak information. I think now they have to investigate. Okay, let's see where the source of that leakage was. On which phone did it go to first to say that, oh, Yachfumapa, then where did it go to first? That is the one you have to look for. And I'm guessing maybe that's how they have to approach it.
Yes, because they'll just tell him, okay, just go through the nano. Nani, isura nan kane pariba nani. And then in that way, aren't you just like,
yeah, Kai, that's how I was asking. Like, do you think it's like in a country like Zambia? Do you think we're at that point where, like, or not even we're at that point, do you think it's a possibility in our country where it actually happens for somebody where you get up, you sue a big institution like the police like that, and not just on the grounds of suing, but let's say you have a case like the way he's presenting. Do you think you would get your way? That case would be taken up, and you stand a chance at winning that, or maybe that's just wishful thinking?
I mean, if it bothers you so much that it's that kind of I think there are certain things that, because we're on a land where if it bothers you, you can start the process and see where it ends.
Majekai, the question is process ungambe, but do you think you get a fair trial or a fair case?
Yeah.
With me, I'd say some cases, yes. But again, it depends with a class of people.
Yeah.
Just look down. Yeah.
So you're saying there's going to be some corruption somewhere?
Yeah. But let's be honest, bro. Like, certain class of people, even when the institution is wrong, bro.
Yes.
Then you try to sue them and like, bro, you won't get justice. But if it was a certain class of people, they'll definitely, I was like, okay, I know they got sued, so they'll pay such an amount. For certain class of people, for certain cases, yes, but for certain cases, no.
Okay, no, I think you have a point, and I think that should be a topic we need to bring up, where fairness in the justice system. Like, how does that work? I think you have a point there, but I also think at a certain point it becomes political. That's the only thing that trumps now the class bit of it. Because now, if you take a case to go and say that this public institution is corrupt or incompetent, it doesn't paint well on that institution, first of all. And just largely, that can be something that can be used for political mileage on the political land. Now, political players can use that to target the government and say, Mamona, these are the things we're talking about. So, based on some of those factors, I think in certain cases, even if you have money, they won't go through. But anyway, that's about David, man. But it's unfortunate if that is true. if that's actually what happened, because those are people who are supposed to be protecting our, our rights, and privacies. But if that's what actually went down, that's unfortunate.
If chimfana nchopusa zachiona chiona monga chiri kuti.
Yeah. Okay. No. To keep it. Let's move on to another entertainment item. Davido.
David, yeah.
African. I say, is it African giant? No.
No, African giant is Burna.
David, like, what's his theme, man? Can he dance?
I don't know. So I like.
But can I beat them Africa? Got Davido.
Bro, he's international.
Davido
man.
is like
oh, if I not in Africa, yeah,
bro.
Worldwide actually,
Bro, Davido is worldwide.
Yeah.
And I love Davido so much. Like I do follow it's a big thing at Davido. Anyway, this is not his first time, but like I can tell the atmosphere now.
It's different.
It's different now. Davido's thing now is different. Of course.
Wait, let's paint the stage first. What's happening with Davido?
Yeah.
What's the main thing we're discussing about?
I think Davido's done so much in terms of showbiz. I think people now have seen exactly like, okay, this is who he is. Like, okay, this is this guy now.
Yeah.
The whole thing, his wedding bin, I don't know how many billionaires were there put up. He's just put this value on himself now. People now understand who this person is now. And the music for but they used to appreciate the whole thing, the whole logo that he has. You rise by uplifting others. People have now gotten on that thing. And then certain people have come online and said, oh, this man, help me, this is that. All that is a campaign for him also.
Okay.
He's done his PR well.
Yeah.
I think I would love to meet that guy's manager, David. I would love to meet that guy's manager. He seems...
So I hear he's set to come and perform.
20th, yeah.
On the 20th? Is that confirmed?
This December. Yeah, because he put that on his... This is a confirmed show.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I haven't, me, I still haven't forgiven the guys who advertised Sean Paul.
Yeah.
But to lie, Chanda Paul. There's no Monica. Chanda Paul. Hey, Chanda Paul, man. You heard us. We're waiting for you, man.
Chanda Paul.
But he actually talked about that name on one of these podcasts, eh?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so like Shandapo, he actually says that Shandapo or something like that.
Shandapo.
So there's a cricket player who had that name. Is it Shandapo or something like that? Yeah, but if you watch like a podcast, he explains that like, so we went so far off as Zambians.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. So he's coming through, it's confirmed, David.
Yeah. Because I saw that like
Sean Paul, we're waiting to come through.
Because he actually posted it on his Insta saying, I've added, you remember last time, I think it was on this very podcast that I was saying that, I don't know whether I've spoken about this. I was saying, when an artist is on tour, I think it's easier for you if your country is not selected where he's going to pass through Fida for the tour. I think it's easier for you to get him like that. There when he's on tour. I think it's always easier for artists to come to you when they're on tour.
Yeah.
So like Nasty C is tour for free.
Okay.
Yeah, he was definitely even said, oh no, if you want me to come to your country, do this is that. And then Zambia, so he always has like that fan base here. And then that's how come he also put it on. So even Davido said, just announced Zambia because that would like unveil his image.
Okay.
So he actually had that image of.
Has Davido been to Zambia?
Yes.
Yeah.
When?
Not once.
Stanbic.
Okay.
Yeah, not once. Wait, Stanbic.
Yeah, it was a Stanbic. What year was that? Yeah, they brought in Stanbic Music Festival. Yeah,
I remember Burna came through where he kicked that guy.
Yeah, but even Davido.
He's been to Zambia.
He's been to Zambia.
Music Festival.
Yeah. But don't just once. I think it's the third time.
Okay.
I think he came the second time and then third time now. I don't know, maybe it's
But I
fourth
think
time.
this time it's going to be different, bro.
This time it's different. Like
why do you think it's going to be
just
different?
like I explained.
Like, because
he's put
become a
value on
bigger
himself.
situation.
Yeah.
Okay, like is that excitement there? Can you read that from the Zambian crowd? Like people
True,
are
like on
full
TikTok,
up.
like if you people like, please, parents, spare time for us. This guy is like, this is what I'm going to be doing. Getting my phones ready. Like guys, God, like,
you can tell the atmosphere is different. People are tagging each other. You know what people ticket you. Or even before people knew the amount.
The prices.
People,
have the prices been announced?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
how much are the tickets?
There's a student,
School student.
then
Ordinary.
ordinary, VIP.
So it's as
and
low as
VVIP.
200.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, student is like 200.
How are they going to know, like, you're a student? You know?
Probably when going to buy, probably you have to produce your ID.
The ID or
Oh,
something.
okay. Go forge one, bro. They're going to call the unit to confirm.
For
I'm a student, blood.
You become a Montero.
yeah.
I'm from the University of the Land, Working Joy.
Yeah.
Okay, 200. And these are my VIP.
And
then there's some corporate ticket.
Okay.
Yeah. It's going up to what? It's as low as 200, going as much as how much?
30.
No, I think it's 60,000.
60,000. I think. And that's a corporate ticket.
One ticket,
It's gonna
60
be,
pin.
yeah. I think
It's gonna be a big event.
I don't know how many V's are there.
So there's VIP, 30, then VVV, like yeah.
Very, 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 very.
Very VIP muntu.
Maybe probably you get to
Interact with
yeah.
him. But I think that one's for the corporates now.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm guessing like maybe. Okay, so Davido's on tour.
He's on
So
tour for
which
the
country
5
is he
album.
going? Which country is he going to after Zambia?
I'm not sure which countries, but in Africa, he's got certain selected countries. I'm sure he should go to South Africa.
Definitely.
Because in
South
Africa
is a big market.
If you
man.
don't go to South Africa, you don't go to even Kenya. People actually go to Kenya there.
South Africa is a very big market in terms
Yeah.
of music. Like it's not one of those like a big star like Davido can.
You've
That's why even like I think his latest album had like some piano joints.
Yeah.
Yeah, the song with Musa Keys and
Yeah,
that
yeah,
type
yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
Yeah. So he can't
Timeless
avoid
album,
South
huh?
Africa.
He
Yeah,
had-
that was a good album. I liked it.
I love that album. I think it's my best album.
I think
from
he's
him.
grown. I didn't really like him when he first started.
Before, yeah.
Davido, like he was a bit too hype for me, but now he's over the years. He's grown.
He was hype there.
Yeah, but
I think this
Karikona,
whole
Makaka TV.
competition from his like where he comes from now, I think it humbles people now. Because now you see like, hey, it's just not me. People are going to. There's now a lot of these other guys coming
Yeah.
through,
There's
and they're getting the same energy again. So why should you be to people?
Okay. Mukaya kuti Davido guys.
Tukaye.
Mukachiteko corporate ticket ya 60p.
We as the Land of Work and Joy podcast, please buy for us.
As
corporate
sponsors,
ticket.
phase one.
It would be okay
phase
having a
one.
podcast, shooting a podcast.
At the show.
Yeah.
Ndani azagulisa kidney.
It would be okay, bro, shooting a podcast.
Yeah.
Chichapuveka kidney drive kutamba Davido. Sakala wakawalala kumanje mafoni uko.
Yeah.
Nawe bachabanyamoka ni nchito ichi.
Oh, bruh. So like who like is he coming alone? Is there going to be some artists from Nigeria he'll be moving with, like supporting acts, and who from the local artists is going to be like supporting acts for him?
Usually these guys like when they're on tour and they're moving, but he's only coming alone
With the team.
Yeah, with his, obviously his management team. Yeah, but I'm not thinking there's going to be any special surprises here. I don't. Maybe we could bring Chris Brown if Chris Brown was in South Africa. Right.
No, maybe there's
Fly
an artist
through,
on his
bro.
label he wants to throw some heat to.
Yeah, because I would think like, you know what, that's the reason why people do tours, right?
Yeah.
Like they do surprise people wherever they're going.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so I featured you at Double F. That would be big time. Because he's also got a very good relationship with Chris Brown, and you just imagine if that had to happen without people knowing.
Sat, I don't think it would be.
He's already refusing.
No, because Breezy, man, that's extra, man.
That's extra.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That one they just have to plan a tour.
Yeah, we know when
two
of
of them, yeah.
that tour. He surprised Davido. He just came.
In the US, they can do that. Not here.
Blow my mind. Blow my mind. Pacha Chris Brown. This guy pops up. He didn't know that. They didn't rehearse.
Okay.
But then I was supposed to talk about the people on
The local
lineup.
lineup, yes. The Zambian
lineup.
artists who will be there performing.
Because the first time I heard that show, Davido is coming, it was connected with and Zambia's top artists.
Oh, okay. I see.
So what do you think people were expecting? Kumonama artists, buddy.
The maps, the Chevy, the market.
But let's expect those type of artists, but about don't crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm not saying the people that are there, tabaka don't say, but I'm just saying because there is we know what Kesta and Kapemboa.
Yes.
For staying sana. Yeah, we know that category. Then the Stowell are there.
Yeah.
And who's the other one?
For now, I think for now that's so. Maybe with time they'll continue.
DJ switcher.
Yeah, DJ
There's
switcher.
a DJ.
But I think for now they've unveiled those. Maybe probably with time.
Maybe as
they'll
time.
say,
Right.
okay, there's gonna be this one. There's gonna be this one. There's gonna be this one. Yeah.
Maps.
You can only have maps, bro.
Maybe Maps denied he's got something.
No.
Dude,
If it
like the
was
guy
me,
has got a
bro.
calendar, man.
Yeah. Even if I had the calendar, if they invited,
Because there's money again.
Yeah.
And these are opportunities that you're looking for. Like if you've been looking for a feature with this guy, probably it would be the time to interact. Okay, because
But I would also think but anyway, because Davido is a big brand, yes. But I would also think that if he's trying to expand his brand more into territories like Zambia, makes sense just to tap in with the top artists in the region.
Yeah, it does make sense.
Like the way Omarion came through, did like a song with him, like okay. Kwata Koka base. I'm sure he gained like a number of followers after that. So,
Definitely.
okay.
Have you noticed this? Or I don't know, maybe if I'm the only one who's been noticing this now. I don't know whether this is the promoters game, like the promoters that are doing this now.
Yes.
Or maybe just the artists now have now realized that I think we should do more for these people. International artists, when they're coming into this country now, I think there is more that they're just doing apart from just giving that service that they're paid for.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, maybe they also get paid for all those things that they do. I think now that there is more being done now. Because I saw that guy from Kenya, the one from South so
Yes.
even ended up on a podcast.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking like all those guys got to maybe paperwork. Because I don't know, according to how, if for your paperwork, yeah. Because now when you see there's that guy who's Rotimi, he comes here, he does that extra stuff with people. Even Nasty C comes, he brings on J Cash on stage. I don't think
Yeah, I think what a lot of these guys have realized out there is that one, you see in their local markets, the game is competitive.
yeah.
So the larger opportunities to spread yourself out throughout the Chad sketcher. You go out there and grow your market. You might not have a million or let's say 10 million listeners in Zambia alone, but you can get 10 million across the continent.
Yes.
Or across the world, So that's what they've figured out. That's why you see Rotimi is based in America then. But he'll fly out to Zambia because he understands I can pull maybe 1 million or so people from here. Those who add up to my money and
flying
whatnot.
there like back and
so
forth.
Collectively, if I have let's say 5 mil in the US, I have another 5 in Nigeria.
You're good to go.
I have a 1 in Kenya. I have a 1 in Zambia. I have a 1 wherever. Collectively, it adds up, and I end up with 20 million people. And that's why it's so important. Like I think also for us Zambians, and not just the musicians, but just typically in the things that we're doing, our businesses and whatever, take it out there so that you can grow your numbers. Like Zambia is a very small market for music especially. That's why it's critical that people need to start now going to other markets also to sell their talents and stuff. Yeah. But anyway, like you said, you have a point there, like with the lineup. But let's see if they'll announce.
Maybe as time goes, they'll start unveiling other people, but
yeah.
Unveiling.
Who are the promoters behind this?
So I saw at
who are the event?
I saw this event on Amigos Events.
Okay.
There's this. I don't know whether I was even supposed to say that name. Amigos Events, something like that. There.
Okay.
Yeah. So they posted it on Instagram. I saw it on their page.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking they should be part of the guys sponsoring that.
Okay, cool, man. Davido. Yeah, we'll see you there. If we don't get the VIP, we have as students.
As long as ukatamba na watu
But where's the venue?
the showgrounds main arena, eh?
That a bit too small for Davido, man. Why didn't they just do a stadium like Levy?
Yeah?
Why did they just do Levy or something?
Brother, today.
Or not Levy, Levy in Copa Beltane.
You mean Heroes?
Yeah.
It's under renovation, so they can't really.
Which are they? Because
but don't you think it's big enough? What's the capacity for that place?
Pasho Grounds Fadia.
Main arena in Mr. K.
I don't know, but bro. Davido. Ulama for person I think about even I'm political right. The Davido. David padang feni dining kwatesho ya If
But it's Robo, yeah.
big ups to Danny, not to take away anything from Danny, but
Yeah,
like
legend.
now you are talking about a mega star like Davido. How much do you think he's gonna pull, bro?
30,000.
Tukesariko tomorrow tutonzo tunangwenya what? Bro,
That's gonna be big time.
It'll be crazy.
gonna be big
There'll be people coming from the Copper Belt to ever to come watch this game.
Yeah. Even some people will be traveling, maybe Panamibia. No, want to go watch it's coming to Zambia. Oh, let's go.
Exactly. So I don't know about the venue.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's start with the Davido. We'll see what going on. But they think they need to boost that lineup for the local artists.
They need to boost that. That's no doubt.
The maps.
It's no doubt.
Yeah. Anyway, let's.
I mean, like Doela is also a good performer.
Yeah.
But people everywhere there's someone who's hot, and then people gravitate towards that.
Yeah.
These days now, us Zambians, a long time ago, but then these days, like even our own artists before the main act, we were in international, people are already hyped out.
Yeah.
People now love music their own. Yeah. So
anyway, let's hope the show goes on well and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next item on the list.
Yeah.
Social media. Back in the news this time, not for monetization, but taxing, regulation.
To get from it.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's an issue of taxing what's this content creators. All right. So let me just see if I can find that real quick.
Whatever for artist that shani monetization it's always like a
Okay,
everybody
so
is saying the same
here's
thing.
the thing here. I found it on Zambia Institute of Marketing. Yeah. So with social media and content creators.
Yeah.
So the Zambian Institute of Marketing has announced plans to regulate all social media content creators involved in marketing products or services, saying these will be required to register with the institute. Okay, so that's them guys now. They're trying to regulate it, and I'm sure you have to pay something. This comes as the profession continues to grow rapidly and is now considered part of Zambia's small and medium-sized enterprises sector. Speaking to journalists shortly after meeting advertising agencies in Lusaka yesterday, Registrar and CEO Danny Chanda said social media content creators are increasingly becoming a significant part of the marketing landscape. Any individual using a digital platform or platforms to promote products or services is essentially running a business and will therefore be required to register with ZIM to ensure compliance with ethical and professional standards. The ZIM Act, originally focused on traditional marketeers, has been expanded to include digital marketing, social media marketing, and marketing communications. Source Zambia Daily Mail. Okay? So they want to regulate this thing. I don't know if it's about being taxed or anything on what's this, but they pretty much want to regulate it. So if you're a content creator, you sign up with them, then you have to do your practice according to the codes and ethics of marketing.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah.
And just to begin with, I think they haven't really come out like very vocal about it, because I think they know that sooner or
There'll
later
be pushback.
they'll be monetized.
Yeah.
I think now people, for them to say that they know that it's in the pipeline.
It's in the
That's what I'm
pipeline.
thinking.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they know that it's in the pipeline. So when that comes, guys, have this in mind that we said that.
Yeah.
So immediately, boom. Yeah.
So me, I was getting a bit of a different kind of story. I was thinking like somebody wants to tax, like they want to tax content creators.
Oh no, this is Zambia Institute of Marketing.
Regulation.
So me, I think but guys, I'm a penny favor guy. If you ever felt none kind of penny for. How many people have been fighting for this the whole time?
Yeah.
I don't know, and I don't know.
Okay, but again, when it comes to tax, me, I would think like I don't even know if it's something that needs to be announced.
No,
Because if you're
it's not
doing
something-
any business in
you have to
Zambia,
pay tax.
you have to pay tax.
Yeah.
What class of tax? That's something now we
Yeah.
can talk about. But you have to pay tax. Takwa afya tule chitafenani kana.
Well, let's operate.
No, that's
You
why I
have
could
to-
on
business
this on this land.
that's business. You have to pay
Yeah,
tax.
that's why I could my tipping. You must pay tax. On whatever income you get, you must pay tax. You know, you get these brand deals and all those type of things.
pay tax.
You have to pay tax because your business, even when you go and engage these brands, right? Typically, I think brands don't engage with you as an individual per se.
No.
They prefer like you having some form of formal entity in which they can deal with you. If you're an influencer or whatever, have a business through which they can deal with your business, whom they can send their payments to. What's this? You must be compliant, make sure your taxes are paid and that type of thing. Certain brands, like if your tax compliance is off, they won't even deal with
They
you.
won't. They can't.
Yeah. With that type of thing, like I don't know where the debate is. Like,
Right.
because
No, but I guess the whole debate is like we are not monetized. Like why are you trying to reap where you didn't?
No, but it's simple. Again, you check. I don't think they're just trying to. You see the way the tax works. You are taxed on income that you get, so it's not reaping where they didn't. So you've generated some income. Give us our share.
Pero msongo wako wa Kaisar.
So that when I just
Now,
goes-
if you haven't generated any income,
Yeah.
then they can't come and get what you didn't generate. But that's why you have to account also for the stuff that you have. You know, if you have a land that, where did you get this money? Ngeshimpi amafunshe kuisa. Ngana nikane, if your account say, how inesha nge Benz mo ishtilishani. Nge fumo afishtilishani. You see that? So that's the situation. I think even SA, even though in South Africa it's taken a bit of some time for them to get there, they've now started taxing like content creators and stuff. Yeah.
So it's all coming from guys. Everybody amba
That's
fyaba
where we're
nenu.
going. That's where we're
Everybody
going.
amba fyaba nenu. Yapa pele mnavo kachan.
Yeah. But I think
Anyway.
also, like, I get what people are trying
Those
to
are
say.
the laws
but
of the
also, I think
land.
they also need to understand a bit more. Like, when they say tax, like, understand, ni tax in Shule di Pila. Where do you fall?
Yeah.
Because people just say, they're taking all this money from me. No, there are different kinds of tax. Yarapsana. If you are within a certain level of income, you get different taxes.
Different tax, yes.
You know? So, for instance, is this something like, I don't know what the thing is on now. Like, if you don't make, like, let's say 800,000 annually, more than that, you are within a certain tax bracket. Omonaka. Like, you're not going to pay over a certain amount in tax.
Yes.
Because you ain't now we're talking about that's 800,000, bro. How many people make that much money?
Yeah, because not for no kyoko. Even just like when you're working, take whatever basic that you can tax, salary that you can tax.
Yeah, yes. So even when it comes to salaries, you know, salary below a certain scale, like you can't tax that. But
below
ideally,
5,000.
it's supposed to be the more income you're generating, the more you are taxed.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not just like, oh no, they come to get my no, you ain't got no money, or if you got little money, it's little type
Little
of thing.
tax.
That's what I'd like to think. But anyway, go and research for yourself, go and check it so that you get the right information. I'm not a tax advisor. Get yourself an accountant. Go kuzedare mukafunse so that you get the proper information. Because sometimes, you know, when some of these announcements come out, also there's a bit more of a reactive thing. No, don't be too reactive. First, find out what the issue is. But you know, I kind of get like again with the regulation thing because you know it's a pretty new space in Zambia. So when you talk about digital marketing and social media, content creation and all that, like it's a bit different. It's not the typical marketing. It has those components.
Yes.
But it would be interesting to see how, you know, the Zambian Institute of Marketing is going to handle that because this is a very new thing. It's constantly evolving. There's new channels, there's new ways and different ways. I'd like to see how they keep up with that and actually address how these technologies and how the whole space is changing very rapidly. You know, how they're going to enforce their codes of conduct and stuff on it. I don't know how it's done elsewhere in more established places like the US and whatnot, and how exactly they regulate those spaces. I'm not sure how that is done.
Right.
But maybe if they pick that model from a country where it's already established, it can be like something we can adopt like that.
Or maybe you thought like, or maybe don't you think that thought came from just seeing interviews, you're seeing content creators say, me, I've got this much, man.
Yes,
I've
like
got,
to a certain extent.
hey,
To a certain
I'm
extent.
driving a BMW, I'm driving
I
this.
bought a Benz.
You know
5
me.
months ago,
You know what I think was the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Vamatero winning that Hilux.
Yeah.
Those Zambia awards.
Yeah.
They saw like this guy got the amount of money. Like, nah. We want a piece of that.
Wait.
But typically, you see, that's why they say like, smart people know they don't show off.
You don't
Because
show
they
like
know. People who deal with real money, they try to keep it to the hush because they know like it will attract a lot of unnecessary attention.
To attract-
You attract the tax man.
Yeah.
And once the tax man comes, he starts counting everything.
Yeah.
When he counts everything, he's gonna come up and ask you those questions. Say, "Oh, you owe us so much. Where did you get this? What is your source of this? You are owing this, and
All
this."
that.
So that's something that people now need to learn.
Yeah.
You're out here busy. No, me, I've got okay.
Vitranga vya
They'll come visit you.
Yeah. Ish.
Mwalandi ati mwakwatama motoka 17.
Yeah.
So I don't say hey. Okay. Mwadipira so and so. Mwachiche so. Wow. Then now it becomes a bit
you are allowed
difficult.
now a deck by ACC. Mfora shinga emwe.
So that's that with the social media space, man. To be interesting to see how that will go.
Yeah.
So I read somewhere, somebody was saying like, okay, it's interesting that the Zambia Institute of Marketing are the ones who are trying to come up with this when it should more so be, but the way he was responding, it was kind of like to the statement that they are trying to tax or collect they're trying to tax the space, the Zambia Institute of Marketing. So you're saying, okay, I get that, but it shouldn't be the Zambia Institute of Marketing to collect that tax or whatever. It should be ZRA. Yeah. So there's a bit of that confusion. Needed just a bit more clarity on that. To say, okay, what is the issue here? But I think what it is they are just trying to put a more regulatory framework, not necessarily tax, but to give guidelines as to how things should be done, a code of conduct, so that okay, if you are within this space, you can behave like this and like this, you can conduct your business like ABC and D. Because as it is, content creators can just do anything and get away with anything.
Yeah. Because
There's no one to hold them accountable.
Yeah.
Like if you're a doctor, you have your associations you belong to who hold you accountable to your practice. Lawyers, they have laws, that type of arrangement.
The code of,
yeah.
the
And I
code
think
of ethics.
they need more sensitization on that. Because now people now I'm fair by chief but umusoja lepita wamkumpokera ni nani areko pomuntu nokusamunangisha camera tinowa tureko kuisa because some people it's as real as you see it. You understand that guys not got the phone yapo areko poko guys ayangu umusoju why so they are so it. So all those I think if you watch and feel like they should be like I'm seminars where people are explaining those things.
And I think that's
like
another thing like with Zambia. I think we're very good at making pronouncements, but we're not very good at sensitization.
Yeah.
There needs to be more effort on sensitizing people on that.
Don't just assume that people now are fishy.
But in get monetization, are we any closer to it? Like, what's the progress?
Because I usually see that update from B-Flow.
Okay.
The man has been updating.
Okay.
The last time I saw, Mr. Chan from this office is going to, and they're trying to talk to Abantaba Kunoku. So I think he would be in the right position to give that feedback.
Yeah,
but I think it's in process.
Okay.
They've started that process.
No, hopefully we can get to a conclusion soon, man. We gotta get that. I'm trying to get that money, man. Like trying to get some dollars.
For sure. YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Anyway, but with that said and done, I think we come to the end of our session this week. Oh yeah, and guys, just closing remarks.
Yeah.
The music, man. We're still waiting on that music.
All right, so here's the thing. On my side,
Don't make a promise.
no,
Just
I'm not making a promise.
Yeah.
Like I said in the beginning, like, okay, so I just try to make a follow up with this guy so we can sit down and talk, like, and see where, if I have an issue, and so we can, and because he's delayed me.
yeah.
Yeah. Me, I was actually supposed to drop, my plan was dropping month and October.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my plan. But due to the fact that this guy delayed me now, I have to make plans. So now I'm sitting like,
My brother, your plans are not God's plans.
no, but I think sometimes something more that in God's plan, you guys will start today.
I'm just.
Maybe there's a reason he's deferred.
But you know,
it
in
for
the world,
now.
Kolabari Yonsefe is something that's just going to. But then when you get back on your feet and then you control it now. Yeah.
So
Saint, when can we expect?
Yeah, so with me, Ngesalanda Bwino Pari next podcast.
Come on,
Kadi apana
dog.
mwishiba.
You want the date.
Parisam,
You want the date, the time. You want the weather that day.
Bro, I'm so excited about that because it's been long since I released music.
Yeah.
And I've been working on the craft. So people have been telling me, "No, I think that's time. There's no way we could be waiting for you. Who waits for you?"
Yeah, bro, like people move on quick, you know.
Yeah, maybe with me, maybe I should just say, first, give me 100K on the song I featured Chile one, because we're almost there. Then we get to drop the song.
Yeah.
Come
We're
on.
almost there. We're only remaining with about 4K. We can do that.
Yeah.
We can do that. We can do that.
And he's actually said that there's going to be a celebration when
Oh,
he clocks 100.
Hey, 100's out, bro. Hey.
So
we'll
probably
be
I'm
popping
getting-
some bottles,
so you
buying
see-
some meat.
So you see, I'm probably going to get something on my way. I featured on the song. I'm getting the cut. I'm taxing the man.
No. As a
Oh, we did
feature.
splits, man. We did
Yeah.
splits. We did splits, man.
Maona masplitsa. Mapunzira masplitsa, but we did splits.
Yeah, give us 100K. Like we're almost there. Like the song actually has been doing good because of late. I haven't even been promoting, but the numbers are just growing. Like so I'm just sitting and being like, okay, so people listening to the song.
Yeah. Eventually to get there.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's hope we can get the new stuff quick as well and get to listen to it. You know, we need something to close off the year with.
That
Just
would
something
be
to
good.
dance to. But if it doesn't work again, keep pushing, man. But with that said and done, thank you so much for watching this episode. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.
Shalom. Peace.